Bună dimineața și bun găsit la BU. Sunt Sabina Iosub și vă invit să rămâneți alături de mine în următoarea jumătate de oră, căci o să vedeți ce lucruri importante aflați. Today, here with me in the European Parliament in Strasbourg is the Commissioner for Agriculture, Janusz Wojciechowski. Thank you so much for your presence.
Thank you for the invitation.
It is very important for us in Romania to understand what you've done at the European level, because there were a lot of discussions, of course, there were a lot of crises, and we will discuss them step by step. So, as a first question, how is the agriculture of the European Union looking now?
No, first of all, the European agriculture is functioning in very difficult circumstances. First crisis factor was pandemic, the biggest pandemic in Europe in last 100 years, because in end of the First World War there was similar scale pandemic, Spanish influenza in Europe. The second is, of course, the Russian aggression against Ukraine, the war close to the European border, close to Romanian border, of course.
Close to your border, to
close
Poland.
to my home country, Poland, yes. And this is the first time from the Second World War in last 8 years. And climate events, climate disasters, the drought 2022 was probably the highest in the last 500 years. And I'd like to use this opportunity to thank Romanian farmers for their contribution to ensure food security in the European Union in these very difficult circumstances. This is huge effort, and we should thank every day our farmers in the European Union, also Romanian farmers, because contribution of Romania is huge, and not only in the food production, but also to facilitate export from Ukraine. This is the role of Romania is the most important, because the majority of transit from Ukraine to Europe, to third countries, this is the transit via Romania. That's, thank you for that, for this effort. Romanian farmers, but also the Romanian workers in infrastructure system. Huge effort and great achievement.
We were mentioning the crisis. One of the biggest was for Romania and for your home country, Poland, was that one created by the cereals in Ukraine, because you know the debates, you know that there were some protesters around this area, and it's normal when the farmers were affected. Do you consider now that you have done everything to calm down the situation, to put everything in order?
First of all, I like to mention that all the problems which we had and which we have, which are some of them, they are continued. This is the consequence of the Russian aggression against Ukraine.
Sure.
Before the war, 2021, there was normal trade between Ukraine and Europe. Majority of Ukrainian grain, because Ukraine is the big producers and exporter of grain, first of all. Wheat, maize, barley, rapeseed. And almost everything was exported via Black Sea road to the third countries outside of the Europe, Asia and Africa. But after the Russian invasion, the Black Sea road was blocked. Ukraine was with the recorded harvest 21, and there was a problem to export this grain from Ukraine. It was the reason that part of this grain was exported to the neighboring country. It was the problem, because before the war, Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, Poland didn't import Ukrainian grain. But after the Russian attack, the scale of import of grain to the European Union, and mainly to these 5 frontline member states, was the value of this import was increased 6 billion euro. I presented this data in the European Council meeting as that it is 3 times more than well-known agreement Mercosur, which caused the consequences €2 billion for European Union 27 countries, and this big concept of farmers everywhere in Europe that will be disruptive for the competition of European farmers. But here, to the frontline member states, 5 member states, 6 billion for whole European Union, 5 billion for these 5 frontline member states. Thanks this explanation, the achievement was that European Commission introduced temporary ban of the import of 4 types of grain. It was wheat, maize, rapeseed, and sunflower seed for 5 frontline member states, including Romania. This ban improved the situation. That's the pressure for this market was stopped. But we found the negative consequences for transit, because during this ban, transit from Ukraine via Romania mainly, and also the other frontline member states, was increased just about the monthly from 3 million tons to 4 million tons per month. Now the situation is we cooperate with Ukraine. There is the platform in the European Commission coordinating the action. There is bilateral cooperation with the member states. No, the problem is, of course, not finished, because the war is not finished. Everything is the consequence of the war. But,
and we know this very well. Romania is a neighbor country, Poland is also, and we've helped from day one, and we're still helping. And nobody put this on question. But from having the green corridors to having affected our farmers, it's a long way, and that's why the Commission intervened and took some action to protect the farmers in the European Union. Do you consider that is something more to be done in this area in order to protect the farmers?
I think the most important which should be done is to diversify the solidarity lanes, because this is too much for Romania. I'm under impression of the Romanian effort to support solidarity lanes, but we need to distribution of these solidarity corridors. But the problem is that, for example, the transit via Poland this is additional costs, because it is direction from Ukraine to Indonesia, for example, is not via Poland, via Germany, via the other Hungary. But this is the question of the cost to organize the transport to the other seaports, Baltic seaports. This is the problem for the future consideration, how to support the alternative corridors. This is a very important challenge.
If we are putting this on a side, the discussion about the cereal crisis, and looking at the other things that are covered by the big umbrella called agriculture, what have you done till now in your mandate for the farmers in the European Union? Because we know the pieces of legislation that appeared and that are very important in terms of money for the farmers, in terms of encouraging young people to stay there, to work in the farms.
This year we have the first year of the implementation of the new common agriculture policy, which was debate about the reform was finalized 2023 is first of implementation with the new system, eco schemes. Yesterday we had the Agri-Fish Council meeting, and generally there is positive feedback from member states about the implementation of the new common agriculture policy. For example, the eco schemes, the farmers are interested very much to participate in the system of eco schemes. What is the important that this is also my approach, to incentivize farmers, not to force them for the more, to require more than now. We need the agriculture which is more friendly for environment, for climate. We need to do more for the animal welfare standards, for example, the carbon farming, water management. This is very important. Soil health, everything is very important for the long-term resilience of agriculture. But we need to support farmers. We need more support for farmers. This is my voice also as a Commissioner for Agriculture. We need to strengthen the future budget for agriculture. First of all, budget for crisis support, to support farmers in the crisis situation. Returning to the question of the problems with Ukrainian import, we supported the farmers by the crisis reserve from Common Agriculture Policy. Romania was also, Romanian farmers received support from this crisis reserve. But generally, the amount of what we have for disposal is too small. And we need stronger budget to support farmers in the crisis situation, because we have the risk of crisis is very high. The climate events, political risk, like the war in Ukraine or other aspects like COVID. We need more instruments to support farmers from the European level.
Are we moving too fast and leaving behind all the old type of doing agriculture?
Old type. You know, there is, we have the different situation in European Union. We have different types of farms. Romania is similar like my home country, Poland. The majority of farms, they are small farms. In Romania, the average size of the farms is just about 7 hectares. In Poland, 11 hectares. But it doesn't mean that the small farms are not productive. No, there is a big chance we need to support the small farmers, because they are very important to ensure food security. What we need for the future agriculture policy. Last time during the Outlook conference, each year we have some such conference in Brussels, and I presented my vision for the future of agriculture based on the 4S principle, which is security, stability, sustainability, and solidarity. Security means the food security is the main function of agriculture, and we should creating all the policies, legislation, or sometimes administrative decision, we should analyze consequences for the food security and not to reduce this function of agriculture. Absolutely. This function should return as a priority. Second, stability. We need income stability for the farmers and legal stability also. Farmers should have a clear situation, what can plan, what can think about their future. Sustainability, yes, we should continue this approach that agriculture should be, shortly speaking, the agriculture is not an industry. Agriculture land is not a factory, animals are not machines, and we should respect this environmental, climate and animal welfare aspects of agriculture. And solidarity with farmers. We should understand better that farmers are not the problem for example, for climate. They are solution. With farmers we need to solve these problems. We need solidarity among the farmers, better organization of farmers. What is returning to the question of the small farmers, this is not the problem that they are small. Mm-hmm. There is a problem that they should be better organized, the good organization, strengthening of farmers in the supply chain system. This is the key issue. Like the country like Italy, they have a long tradition, the cooperatives, good organization, and they are very strong. They have very productive and strong agriculture. In the countries with history like Romania, Poland, the cooperatives, it's sometimes there is, the link to our history during communist time when it was pathology which was against the farmers, not in favor of them. But we need to strengthen the organization of farmers using also the European funds. Solidarity between farmers and consumers, short supply chain. Next important role of the small farmers in the direct sell, the supply of the fresh products to the market. This is very important and very important role. And this is I think the good chance for our agriculture, for our farmers in Romania and in Poland and generally in the whole European Union.
From farm to fork is also an important legislation here that is focusing on the chain, actually. What's coming from the farm and what's getting on the table to be very organized, very, let's say, well done, actually. Do you think that now, due to the climate change and all the measures that are taken at the European level, the farmers are affected? Because you know the discussion at the European level, a lot are saying, okay, due to this new situation, new idea of going, of trying to protect the climate, those who are first suffering are the farmers, and the measures taken are against them. Is it so?
I think that we achieved the good compromise between the interest of farmers and their role for the food security. Agriculture should be productive. We need the food. From other hand, the sustainability and our respect for the climate, for the environment. Reform finally approved in 2021. I think balance this both function of agriculture. Farm to fork strategy, in my point of view, not only point of view, in my concrete actions, is this is the strategy to make shorter distance from farm to fork. Could you imagine that statistically, each piece of food in European Union is transported from farm to fork? The distance from farm to fork is now just about the 180 kilometers. Taking into account we have the statistic about how much of food, agri-food products are transported. This is more than 3 billion tonna kilometers. And there is a huge potential to reduce this distance. But this is all the food system. We need to make more, for example, processing industry, small processing industry is needed. Opportunity to sell the production close to the farms.
By local,
directly,
as we
local,
say.
Yes. This is very important because of course, the export is very important. Very important is export. We support, we promote export. Just before I returned from India, which is very important, potential of sell our market. Products, potential market, huge market. In April, we are going to China, also very important partner. Before there was mission to Japan, to Vietnam, to Singapore. This is very important. But we have also our own market, local market. This is very important. That's like Romania, one of the maybe not the biggest, but big population relatively with other member states. There is a very important own market, and this is the potential for improvement. This is the chance also for the farmers. Local food, Geographical indications, this is also very important for the future of agriculture. We observe that products which are labeling which certificated as a geographical indication, registered as geographical indications, are 2 times expensive for the farmers. This is profitable for the farmers, but they are consumers who are looking for the products which are known, which are produced with the long-term tradition as a part of the heritage, national culture heritage. This is very important also to develop this system. Generally speaking, in short and medium term, we have there is no risk for the food security in European Union, also for the agriculture. Long term, there is a lot of challenges. Could you imagine that we lost during 1 decade, 2010-2020, we lost 3 million farms in European Union, which means 800. Huge. It means the 800 per day. Many of them also in Romania, because majority of these farms which disappeared, they were small farmers. We need to stop this process. Now we can observe that this process is slowed down, but this is the challenge for the agriculture policy, and also the problem of generational renewal. Average age of the European farmer is now 57 years, and is going up. That we need to support, to encourage the young people, but to offer them better condition. This is the question also, the condition of life on rural areas, question of the exclusion, this very difficult access to the public transport, to the public services like school, medical care, etc.
Actually, is the whole infrastructure over there.
Yes, because there is the future of agriculture depends not only from the agriculture policy, from synergy between all policies. Cohesion policy is very important. No, huge challenges, but I think that we will be ready, we will be able to ensure farmers, as I said before, farmers ensure food security for us. We have to ensure them economical, social security for the future.
In the end of our discussion, what's your message for the farmers that are watching you right now?
First of all, thank you again for your hard work to ensure the food security for our citizens, our consumers. For the future, I can declare that future agriculture policy will be based on the principle that we will support you and requiring more effort, more, for example, production standards. It will be always connect with the financial support. This is it will be the principle of the common agricultural policy. And once again, security, but at the same time, stability, sustainability, and solidarity. I can declare the full solidarity with the farmers in Romania, in Poland, in the whole European Union, and also in the world, because the European Union plays a very important role in the global food security as the biggest food exporter in the world.
Commissioner, thank you so much for this discussion.
Thank you very much.
Vouă celor de acasă vă spun să rămâneți pe Antena 3 CNN. Nu uitați că ne revedem și sâmbătă viitoare la 9:30. Cu bine și sănătoși să fim!